Turn left onto US 19 North.
Somebody's blocking you. I'd rather get this started tomorrow. Right. Well, I was trying to figure out if it's the same. If it's the same one, I'll buy it. And then I'll use two, right, to cover the whole floor. I'd like to start in the morning early.
Continue on US 19 North for 1 mile.
Don't go tonight.
In a quarter mile, use the second from the left lane to turn left onto Pennsylvania 228.
Don't go today. Don't go today, Larry. Don't go today. Trying to figure something out here. All right, I got to go somewhere tomorrow instead. The person, I guess, won't be there, maybe. I have no idea why I'm going somewhere. But I'm not going there now. There's somebody I have to heal, I think is what it is. I mean, it's part of my life. What was I speaking to? Probably the angels, I imagine. Didn't sound like Hashem. So again, I call it headspace and timing. It's pretty funny because, like, when you're in the government or in the military, you have a 50 cal, you have to adjust the headspace and timing. But it actually applies to metaphysics, if you know what it means. So they're adjusting, the angels are adjusting the headspace and timing. That's one of the things I calculate for Hashem. I don't do it as much as I used to. It's metaphysical headspace and timing. When it's off, we have to fix it. So Hashem might send something or send somebody for you, but they could be an hour late or an hour early, a day late from outside the existence. So when it enters the existence, headspace and timing's off, and it doesn't get to where it needs to get to when it needs to get there. Right? We have to unstink the trans vets. So this is like, what is this? VE trans or something? 412481 vets. I guess they do some transportation for veterans or something, or maybe not. I don't know. But it says, so in dark or medium blue is VE and half of the T, but it says trans vets. And then the PR, so friendly to us as vets, and then PU, so somebody stunk them. C. Now the rest I don't know. 00121579. 215 area code. Oh, wait, what is that? What's the number? Oh, well, maybe they're in Philly. You have any trans vets in Philly? MSC 7597. LPD. What the LPD? Wait, sorry. Well, they live their life, and that's all we're concerned with. Because we want to live ours, right? You see, once again, there's only one stopping people from living their life. And once you do it to one person, then it can happen to two, and it can happen to the person that's doing it, and everybody else for that matter. M is A through way. Yeah, they call me a lazy boy. I work harder than Trump. All right. Especially since I don't have anything. I'll find out tomorrow. I'll find out tomorrow who I'm supposed to heal. I don't know now. They said don't go there tonight. I can't always get my message from the angels either. I'm getting heavenly homes. This one they got through on. I was trying to figure it out. I'm like, why am I? And I started oracle it because I don't hear in my head too well. I mean, every once in a while. And they're like, don't go tonight. I'm thinking, is that real or is that Satan? Yeah, it's a serious healing because the new Q is sheets. When when somebody's dead, they put a sheet over them. So it's just, we have to heal that person. So it looks like it's serious. Other Qs are coming up. I can learn. Yeah, I should have went in there. I just couldn't get to it. Now I did hear something. See, they did something weird. As soon as I say I can't hear in my head, I hear in my head. I don't know if somebody healed it, but it could have been just, whatever I say, the opposite happens or some shit. Like, I said I should have went into Walmart. I'm like, yeah, but oh well. It may have been somebody to heal there. I couldn't get to it. It was really weird down there. And then I was being spoofed. It's like if I wasn't looking at the map, I'd have because again, when you're driving, you're not always remembering, like they know the psychology of GPS. So you're driving, you're not looking at the map, right? And it tells you to take a left or right, and you just do what it says. So it made it think I had already taken the left, which was way ahead. So Hashem had me stop at the intersection before I was supposed to make a left, just so they couldn't project the idea. Oh well, it must have just got confused. I was way away from that intersection when it told me to take the next right that I'm supposed to take after the left. All you have to do is hack your position confused. Right? Tell the thing that you're quarter mile ahead or at, less than that, actually, about an eighth mile ahead. I still might be going today. I don't know. I gotta let it develop. Okay, so there's a friend of God's, PNC. Okay, they might actually they might be harassing them. And Boulevard sometimes comes up bullshit. So I haven't seen the Boulevard queue in a long time. So again, I was googling Mogan David, and I was supposed to Google Manischewitz. That's why I couldn't find anything. I thought Hashem got me there anyway. He was saying go to the one up in Butler, but he knew I wasn't going to go to that one. Because I kept seeing, he's like, go to the one in Butler. But when I was looking at the list of, state stores, we used to call them, the one in Cranberry kept coming up. And then, when I took some of the wrong turns, I was right there. So, so it wasn't a wrong turn. Well, because, I don't know, sometimes Hashem hides it from Satan that way. Where's traffic here at 5? I didn't want to be here at 5. I wanted to be here 4 or even a little earlier, but I couldn't get out. Trying to get me to go to a club now. Once a church offends you, they try to make you, sexualized. Once that's a felony. The church committed felonies against them. Plain and simple. Every church I've ever been in, just about, except for the one probably in when I was at Fort Riley. Again, that I have no idea because I was asleep anyway. So once they do that, then they want you to be a sinner. It's their big scam. Yeah, it's all fake. It's fake. I mean, it's fake. It's just fake. Okay? It's fake. That's it. They'll will a Jew's hat off their head too. They think it's funny. So if your hat flies off your head or your yarmulke, it's them. It's Goyim. They'll tell you, no, it's Hashem. Hashem is testing you. Hashem's not weird like that. They are. Well, it's a metaphysical, like in the mind. Nobody wanted to be around them because they stink, but they don't stink. You know what I mean? My mother used to be like, she didn't even know it. No, mom, you're reacting to the metaphysics. Thanks, Larry. Yeah, I know I didn't play today. That's okay. Gotta look at it. Well, I have to get some of my stuff up. Got my keyboard. I had to spend a lot more than I wanted on a keyboard and mouse, but again, if I don't, nothing's going to work. Once I bought a certain mouse by a bigger company, then everything fit together at a certain point. It was coming together last night, but I couldn't cancel the Amazon order fast enough for the other keyboard. Maybe maybe I'll keep the other one. I don't know. The one I have in the house I can't keep. It won't. It's supposed to have like a memory, and it's supposed to like you select. You go into. I went to the web app, and you're supposed to be able to load up everything you want, and then it holds that in the memory. It won't do it. And I'm not gonna. I don't even know if it would do it the other way. I'm not gonna sit there and I bought it because it had an app. I'm not gonna sit there and program it manually. It may not even work that way because actually AI says it may not work, which means somewhere somebody said it. It probably doesn't work. It's something wrong with the memory. It won't. Well, whatever the system is, it won't. It won't store what it's supposed to store. So in other words, you're supposed to be able to store a color for the keys, and then store a reaction for the keys, like when you hit it. But it's not store. It won't keep the color. It does on one, but then you can't select the color of the reaction. But the other ones are more important because you can't use the other ones at all to have any color on it. So on the one, I can select the color and then I pick the reaction and the color stays. And then when I hit it, there's a reaction. It's not the color I want, but it at least does something. But then there's like 3 or 4 other options that I want to use, I can't use because it won't hold the color once I go to the option. So it's supposed to record all the options and play it out. So I'm just saying. But again, the idea of being online and all that, sometimes you got to spend for stuff. But yeah, you're supposed to receive too. I mean, obviously, I don't receive. It just requires of me. They screwed it up. They cast spells. They got money. God will get them. Hashemi. So what they do is they hacked my it's what is it, dictation, and it would say Hashem, and even sometimes I would say God said or Hashem said, and it's because I said, like it's you, it's not God. I mean, they're disgusting, piggish people. They'll go to hell. But see, that's what they're doing. That's what they could have did to that kid that ended up at Mar-a-Lago. instructing him through things like dictation and newsfeed to go attack Trump. Oh, they sometimes make completely different sentences. They don't do it as much anymore. Yeah, Charlie Kirk probably shouldn't have hooked up with the LDS either. Cost him his life. So who's the spokesperson going to be? I can't wait to see if Trisha's leaving. Yeah, people were getting paid drugs and cash, and they didn't care because they didn't know the larger thing. Some of them, but still, you don't do that to somebody. Right. That's why you have to be really adamant about them not doing it, or they'll keep doing it. It has to be a loss for them. They have to feel pressure. As soon as I try to give somebody someone, he's trying to have sex with someone. This is where they really are. The sickos. Oh yeah, they act like in the affirmative that you're already a sex offender. This is what they do. So officers were duped, but you still don't do what they tell you to do. I mean, if you're a good cop, you'll do what you're supposed to do, not what they tell you. Man, I haven't spawned. So some cops were like really pissed off because they finally looked and there was nothing there. So like they would tell these, like I'd be at the mall and I go in, I just be having a good time at the mall, and I'm not talking really to anybody, just in my own world, So they not only tried it, like while blocking me from adult women, they're bringing little young girls around me. So they bring this one young girl, and they said, "This is the moment that we're gonna, ask him for his phone number." So then they tried to play it off. They made it worse for themselves by trying to play it off, saying it was from mom. And that's not mom. That's a gay cop, a gay woman cop. That's not mom. So the same time I'm at the mall, and I'm just riding my bike. Like I only stop maybe somewhere for 10 minutes at the most. I take a break, drink some water, maybe buy a Gatorade or something at GNC or something, a bar. Right. So I'm in this store, and I was thinking about buying some jewelry, and I'm looking at it. So they must have went in and told the woman, like, I was going to rape a young woman, I was going to rape her or something, and I was a pedophile and a sex fiend and a rapist. I had already, like, a sex offender. They're trying to block me from saying it. That's why it was difficult to get out there. So I go to the gig with the guys that I'm hooking up with this band just to be friends. I need friends, so it's like a death metal band. I tell them about God and all that. They just ignore me, but they're like Satanists. I don't know. God. You gotta tell them. I said, just believe in God, just trust God, that kind of thing. So I can't remember exactly what I said, but I know I brought up God. So I go to the gig, and she shows up with some guy. It was probably like an agent, like a young FBI agent or something. And she's looking at me shitty, like I did something wrong. And I'm like, oh, them effers. And after that, Lonnie got busted. I said, you just don't do it, I'm telling you. He's a detective in Naples. I'm sure there's others. I was like, like, they're stalking me, and they're trying to act like I'm stalking someone. Ah, pieces of shit. Just sluts and whores, and they'll go to hell. Right? There's the black Elon vehicle. What that means, I see it every so often. Cybertruck. Yeah, it doesn't look good. There's probably a thing against Trump. Something they're gonna try to kill Elon, I think. I can't see too well. Oh, me too. Oh, there's the Cybertruck too. You, me. Like sometimes Elon can't hear himself. Like I can't hear myself sometimes. That's why you're supposed to have friends, because they can guide you. That's why they block you from your friends, because you can't hear or see it, but they can. So Elon just sent me a message. Okay. So they're trying to kill me and Elon. And there's another Cybertruck up there, but that was the silver one. The ominous sign, the black Cybertruck. The hearse. You and me. You, me. It's the name of business. United Mining or something like that. That'd be good. Which could be why maybe they slowed down. They've got some people to start moving. They follow them somehow from behind cloaking devices and stuff. So they may have gotten people to bite on killing Elon. Just, kind of hush it up a little bit so nobody suspects it. Yeah, I'm not telling you Elon knows he sent me a message, but he just did. You, me. So they're trying to kill me too. Homes for sale. Homes is for sale. They try to get me to kill Elon all the time. I just play him every so often. I haven't seen it actually. To admit it, I haven't seen it. When I drive past my house, because I have to heal the disabled person's house up here. It's one of my rounds, my angelic rounds. That sounds dangerous and painful at the same time. Greco gas. Oh, I got Greco gas. Disabled person has Greco gas. I guess that's how they eat their using propane or something. Yeah, I don't know if I'll be able to put the paving stones in. Maybe I'll just lush up the grass if I can. That might, help it not be so muddy. Yeah, they made a mess of my Amazon shopping experience. I knew they were there, but I thought it would work, but it didn't work. Well, I did get the mouse from Amazon. But the whole keyboard thing was upside down. No, I didn't get many messages from Elon. I don't think I've ever gotten any. I don't know. Maybe the first. Okay, yeah, I took out my external mic. Thank God it switched on the fly there. Ah, freaking snow. I thought it was gone, man. Yeah, I guess it's time for the trash soon. Looks like the cement may have gotten pocked from the winter. I'm gonna have to call them and let them know. It was like right when it went hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold, and rained a lot, and then froze. Right. Oh, okay, yeah. So the thing is, if I think I'm going somewhere, Satan will sometimes move people to counter that, which means, it could be metaphysical, it could be physical. I don't know. So they're doing that work on that thing in this weather. It's going to be a nice house, I think. Yeah, it was fine all winter until that last week of like melt, cold, ice, melt. The water got underneath and then froze. All right. Yeah, some of the cops, they'll come in and say say I'm a sex offender, and some of the cops, they don't run me in the computer or anything, especially if they're going to do something corrupt. So eventually they get to the point. I think some of it, like an FBI person or somebody or a marshal said, stay away from that. Like they knew him or something. There's several different scenarios. Right. He said, run the computer, there's nothing there. But, some bullshit. Not really a charge. Just trying to put like he's dangerous or something. Right. And then they start this, he's protected. And the bullshit is they're protected. Right. Because I should have received $6 million when I left the government without even asking. It's that bad. What they did to cause the death of Luna is what they did to cause my disability. That's simple. I can't even honor this idea that I leave the government, and then that's it. I mean, it's a hefty keyboard. So the price was actually right. And on top of that, it comes with a wrist thing, which it itself would probably be about $30 more. So it was really cost effective. And then it's the same app as my mouse at this point. But again, a lot of people know the scam, and they don't even want to look it up. That's how you make money, man, being corrupt. That's why the planet will be destroyed. When you least expect it, expect it. When life is looking up and Elon almost gets you to Mars, boom, it's all gone. Right. So, I've been watching that for a while. The people, the internet is angry. And, people on the internet are saying this. Well, let's say what it is. Deep State, Antifa, ICE, or anti-ICE, Deep State, Antifa, anti-ICE, fraudsters. These people on the internet. It just happened again. What's going on with the... No, my silhouette was Jesus again. No, I'm not Jesus. I know that. I thought it was certain people in history. And then Hashem's like, no, you're just in their head. I thought it was reincarnated. I was like, nah. No, I didn't think I was Jesus. But I was confused when Jesus told me I was his brother. I'm like, wait a minute. And I started looking at the Bible. I'm like, am I James? Am I James? Am I reincarnated James? And I'm like, no, you're a spiritual brother. Well, actually, it came through visions. I don't even think we had a body. We were just like spirits. Yeah, Jesus says, tell him it was a traditional family, a mother, a father, a son, and, two sons. And, but we didn't have any bodies, so he's just clowning around. We're just spirits inside Hashem or something. Let me turn off these cameras here and grab the film out of it, or the disc out of it. So when Jesus speaks about sexuality, he doesn't have it all, but he has enough of it to figure it out. Like, will it be gender, I guess, in the rapture. So it's really weird how the church, like, there's actually religious teaching to question gender per se. Right. But again, it's what I say. It's metaphysics, and I don't know for sure. Again, there's no gender in the soul theoretically, although I do remember being masculine. And maybe that's, whatever it is. And Jesus was masculine. And no, we weren't gay for each other. That'll be the next thing they'll say. Right. Well, so if you're born in the wrong body, this is how it would have been. Again, so how if you're genderless in the soul, how are you born in the wrong body? You have a spiritual journey, and you are going places in the again, quote unquote, the four worlds, and you have a life as a woman, and you come to Earth and they think it's funny because they put you into a male body. That's possible. But then again, there could be physical things. Again, some of it is peer pressure and spells and stuff like that. That's known. So again, it's not always the same exact thing. Like, there were peer groups that were like four of them at once were saying, "Hey, I'm this, I'm that." First, they were pan people, then they were trans pan. Can you be pangender? Is that possible? But I got a hand. Like I said, when I woke up, but later on when they started speaking about people's sexuality, I had already seen it, and they actually were calling it something. Well, they know that that's going on. That there's all this sexuality that's going this way and that, but it's from the spells and the curses and all that, confusing people's lives. Right? So again, the spirituality says that a person's not responsible for what somebody else makes them or causes them to be. Right? And that's just the history of spirituality. You're only responsible for what you're responsible for. And again, the inside is what matters, and transgender is the outside. And I know it's difficult because it tells you not to do this, not to do that. But then again, that's why I tell you, like, if we go back to Deuteronomy, most of you in the church and the synagogue would have been killed as kids anyway. They'd have offed you. Get rid of this thing. Jesus, that's a devil. We wouldn't even have religion. They'd all be dead. No, it's the way it was in ancient times. They don't tell you everything. Right. I'll tell you, I was shocked. There's a drawing somewhere of Solomon or Solomon's, like, marshal or something, like had a club and he was like beating somebody. It's like, yeah. It was like after I left the government. I mean, they really did me. I was like a peacenik. I want nothing to do with guns, nothing to do with anything, right? Anything violent. And, it's just totally changed. Not that I was a violent person. It's just they messed it up for